Beaver can't finish the curtain. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados quiz.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados quiz.
It's a comfort measure.
Aficionados
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panorama. He likes to impersonate Walk-On.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and today I'm not going to be discussing one, but three different TV shows that are available on DVD and Blu-ray, all of which just coincidentally happen to be animated, two of which are from Shout Factory, one of which is from Mill Creek. Without any further ado, let's get right into them. First, we're going to start off with Transformers Prime Season 3, or as it's subtitled for this season, Transformers Prime Beast Hunters. Upon receiving this, I actually hadn't gotten caught up with Transformers Prime. In fact, one of the very first review titles I ever received on this channel was the first season of Transformers Prime, which I still have right there on my shelf. And I was really hooked. I really enjoyed the show when I saw the first season. I really liked its visual style. It kind of reminded me of Beast Wars, except, well, obviously the CGI is a lot better than it was back then. But its story I thought was very engaging, and actually its voice cast was very good. Of course, you know, the show reunited Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime and Frank Welker as Megatron, but we've also got some new people. We have Jeffrey Combs playing Ratchet. We also have Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters. So there's a lot of like good iconic 80s actors that, you know, play characters. Like I said earlier, I didn't get caught up on Transformers Prime. I had not seen the second season, so upon receiving this, thank you Netflix, I was actually able to go back and, you know, start watching season 2 so I can get caught up with this. And also, before anyone asks, no, I haven't seen Predacon Rising, or the whatever it was called, the series finale telefilm that obviously comes after this. In fact, it was actually released before season 3 was on Blu-ray, so you know, I should probably pick that up and check it out because it's not on Netflix. It's bittersweet to see the show end. I've really enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed when it premiered, and I definitely think it's one of the best Transformers series we've had, right up there with the original G1 and Beast Wars. This is definitely one of the best. I really enjoyed it, and if you're a Transformers fan and you haven't seen it, I would actually be very surprised because it is really, really good. And the funny thing is that the show is actually produced by Robert Orci and Alex Kurtzman, the guys who wrote the original Transformers live-action movie, and they did a very good job with this show, I must say. For bonus features, there's not much. There's just a couple audio commentaries and a San Diego Comic-Con panel video. It's lackluster, but they're enjoyable bonus features. I mean, the big deal is, you know, getting the show in high definition. And of course, picture audio quality is very good. It looks and sounds the way it was presented on television, so no need to worry about that. It looks very good. And the big thing I think is kind of off-putting is that the Blu-ray for Season 3 comes in just a standard Blu-ray case. When Season 1 actually came, in fact, let me grab that for a minute, in this big case that actually came with a little comic book. I'm assuming they only did this with Season 1, because again, I don't have Season 2, so I guess this was just a limited, I mean, it does say limited edition, so I guess it was just a limited thing. It would have been nice to have had some cool little swag like that for Transformers, because, you know, I love reading things like that, so I can't really give it any fault for that. It's still a great set. It's worth owning if you enjoy the series and you want to have it in high definition. I definitely recommend picking it up. Next on the list, we got the DVD of Littlest Pet Shop, and this one is Lights, Camera, Fashion. What you may notice that is different from the previous Littlest Pet Shop DVDs I've reviewed. This one actually comes with a little toy of the character Zoe Trent, and it actually also says that it comes with a trading card inside. So let's unbox this for a minute and let's get that little toy out. See if we can get that thing out of there. There we go. And there she is. Isn't she adorable? She's very, very small, as you can tell. She's actually smaller than the actual Littlest Pet Shop toys, so I'm probably going to go put her on my desk later. So for now, we'll just sit her right there. There we go. Just sit there in the background. Essentially, this thing is just, well, after you've opened it up, it can essentially be garbage. I have no intention to keep this because inside is just the regular white keep cases that they've been doing with Littlest Pet Shop. On the inside, they actually have the trading card of Zoe Trent, so you can just keep that safe in the case. And much like all the other Littlest Pet Shop DVDs, there's nothing much. The episodes, this isn't like a season set, it's a bunch of random episodes. The episodes included on this one are Mean Isn't Your Color, Rustle Up Some Fun, Eve of Destruction, Frenemies, and Summertime Blues, which was actually my favorite episode of this season. It really blew me away at how well done it was, for at least for a season finale. If you haven't seen the show, I dare not spoil it. Definitely check it out. It's not an amazing show, but it is actually, as far as kids' entertainment, it is enjoyable. I'll go that far. I mean, again, it's not as good as something like Transformers Prime or Friendship is Magic or anything like that, but it is still enjoyable to watch. It's actually from the creators of My Gym Partner's a Monkey, so if you ever saw that show and really enjoyed it, I think you should give this one a watch. But again, like the other DVDs, there's really no bonus features. The only thing they have is a sing-along, and this is a high-def show, so putting on DVD, it doesn't look great. I mean, it looks better than most DVDs because they don't have like 7 episodes crammed onto one disc. They only have 5 on this DVD, so it's decent picture quality, but I'd rather see it on high def because, again, that's the way it was made. I have a sincere doubt that we're ever going to see a Blu-ray of this show, but I'm always hoping that we'll get a complete season set of this show because, I'd rather have them in order. There's really no continuity to the show, but it's just more of a personal thing that I would enjoy having, just to be able to watch the shows in the order that they aired. There isn't that much else to say about Littlest Pet Shop. If you're a fan, pick it up, and if you haven't seen it, I'd say check it out. And finally, to end this video, we have 2 DVDs from Mill Creek. This is actually 2 of 3 that were released, and they are for one of my favorite childhood memories. I used to rent the videotapes at the library when I was like 9 or 10. I used to rent the animated movie they did, and I actually saw the live action movie they did, and I didn't really enjoy it that much, and that is Madeline. And what we have here is Bonjour Madeline, the original specials, and Madeline Merry Musical Melodies. Now, to get a better understanding of this, the original specials are as it states, the original specials that later on became the animated series that's fairly more popular, The New Adventures of Madeline. These were the original specials that were actually narrated by Christopher Plummer. And I remember renting a VHS tape that had these specials all the time. It has the Christmas special, which is actually one of my favorites. It has Madeline the Gypsies, Madeline London, Madeline the Bad Hat, Madeline's Rescue, and of course the original short film, which is Madeline. And of course, these are all based on the original books of Madeline. So the best thing about it with the Christopher Plummer narration is it actually feels like you're watching a book come to life. Christopher Plummer is basically reading the book to you, and they have visuals for it. I'd say this is more nostalgic for me. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are probably fans of Madeline, or at least have heard. I mean, I don't really know anyone that doesn't know Madeline. She's a fairly popular property. So I'd say if you're a fan of this and have like nostalgia for it like I do, definitely pick this one up because it's good to have the short films that would later on spawn the animated series that like I said, became far more popular. And it's for completionist's sake, I should say. And I always have fun revisiting these. It's a fond memory of mine, and I'm very happy that they're on DVD. Now let's talk about Merry Melodies. Now let me explain something here. I said 2 of 3. There were 3 DVDs that Mill Creek released. I'll actually put a picture of the other one right up there. And that one actually contains episodes of The New Adventures of Madeline. Whereas this DVD is not really. Let me explain. As it states, musical melodies, what this is just compilations of all the musical numbers they had in the show. They've spliced in Madeline, given like kind of stitching to it, so like it kind of makes sense, but it's really just a sing-along. It's like those VHS tapes that you would buy, like the Disney ones, where it's just the musical numbers in the film with a sing-along that you could follow along with. I mean, if you have kids who like Madeline and enjoy the musical numbers and you just want to pop this in so that, they can be quiet for a little bit, I suppose, I'd say pick it up. I mean, it's not very expensive. It's like $5 or something. But if you're a Madeline fan like I am, it's kind of a worthless DVD, at least for me and anyone else, because I'd rather just have episodes of the show as opposed to just a best of musical number compilation. I mean, they're decent songs. It did bring back memories of, oh, I remember that song, I remember humming that, but all in all, if you're just an older fan like I am, it's not worth picking up. This is more for the kid fans of the show, so if you have kids who like Madeline, I'd say get it, and again, like I said, it's not very expensive, so you're not wasting that much money. Honestly, if you're such a completionist that you need to have all the Madeline DVDs, that would be the only other reason to have this. Other than that, it's just worthless to me, and I'm kind of disappointed with it. So that's all the stuff I have to review for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.